help with patient support groups. We have our patient advisory board, so we have members around the continent that help with that when we want patients' opinions or input on some of the issues that directly impact their treatment. And we have Ian, who is a different role altogether and really helps us with our IT. So we have all sorts of different volunteers. Taryn was telling me that right now we have almost 40 active volunteers, mostly in the GTA, but also across Canada and the US. So for a small, fairly new organization, I think that's excellent. And the amount that we're able to do and raise is actually quite extraordinary. Last year's walk, Taryn tells me, raised over $30,000. And I'm not going to tell you what this year's Chance for Change raised, because that's Tammy's big thing that she's going to tell you tonight. But it's quite amazing. We have almost $500,000 of research money dedicated to different grants through 2016, and that's because of the work that our volunteers have done in raising money. So I think that's pretty extraordinary. What else? We also have people that contribute in other ways that we wouldn't even say are exactly volunteers. People that hold blood drives or donate blood in the name of TTP. We actually have some people in the UK who ran a third-party event this year. They had an event called Trekking for TTP, where they raised funds for the foundation by climbing to the Nepal base camp at Mount Everest. That's pretty extreme. Okay. And they raised over $2,500 for the foundation. So it's not just here in the GTA; it's across the world. Is there anything else that you want to add, Sydney, about what we do as volunteers?
I think it's volunteers that keep this foundation going. So.
Exactly. And as board members, so the board members here tonight, Sydney, Julie, Jeff, and myself, and Tammy, sorry, we just want to thank you as collectively to say that we couldn't do what we do without you doing what you do. And Julie wouldn't have money to dedicate to grants if we didn't have everybody here, so that's wonderful. The next thing I want to do now is actually announce our Volunteer Appreciation Award. This is an award that we started last year. Tammy Robertson was our initial winner of the award, and it's just something we wanted to start. And it's actually it's the Heather Bryant Award, is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
In memory of my mom.
Yeah. And, because Heather was actually a very important part to starting this foundation, and she and Sydney really did put on the very first Chance for Change event. So this award is in memory of her, and we just wanted to select someone that just goes above and beyond and contributes significantly to our foundation. And this year's recipient is Ian Wilson. And I'll tell you a little bit about Ian. I actually just met Ian tonight, but I have been in contact with him several times over the past few years, because he is really our IT guy. I don't really know how else to describe you. You're there for us whenever we have problems. Our website is a huge part of what we do, because we connect with patients all across the globe using the internet. The big project that was almost a year ago now or maybe just a year ago now, was putting up our new website. I think that went live in August of last year. Is that right? And so that was a huge undertaking that Ian, we couldn't have done it without Ian. I know that this spring, actually, I don't know if you guys all remember, in April there was that heartbleed bug that came out, and no one really understood it except for what they were saying in the news. And I remember getting an email from Ian clearly stating exactly what it was. The foundation was not affected, so we didn't have to worry about that. Giving us personal advice on what type of sites were affected, how to deal with the situation, and so he was just right on top of it for us without us even having to ask him. So that just.
Do we have your email?
And I know that Taryn and Cindy interact with you quite a bit as well, and it seems it's just kind of a different volunteer position than a lot of the people sitting at this table, but it is so integral to what we do, and we just want to thank you and recognize you for that. So we have a plaque for you and a kind of plant. Right. Wow. So everybody can get the money tree.
It's got lucky dice on it. Is it a lucky? Is it a lucky tree? That's a money tree.
Yes.
Money tree.
Well, we thought flowers were a little bit, maybe not.
This is, we had one of these and my dog ate it. No, she really did, yeah.
Was she sick? Very sick?
No.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Heather.
Heather.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a great little face.
I'm just happy to be part of everything, and I looked in TTP. We're number 2 for TTP on Google right now. And 10 years ago when I first got TTP, there was nothing. So it's a great information resource, and I hope it helps a lot of people.
Thank you very much.
We bonded.
And now Tammy just wants to make a little bit of a presentation about results from the Chance for Change event. One more thing. Marguerite, could you come up, please? We just wanted to thank our lovely hostess for the evening. And
Okay, if you're gonna take a picture, take this one.
and she's another volunteer that has a very specific role, and that's to give us a place to meet and to feed us. And it may sound a little bit silly, but it is.
I fundraise too.
And you fund. Oh, absolutely, she fundraises.
Oh, yeah.
She fundraises. Comes in significantly for the Chance for Change event. So we just want to thank you for all that you do as always.
Oh, you're gonna get a picture.
I'll get a picture too.
Nice. Well, I can email them all.
Yes. Can we have
Okay,
the
picture.
photo?
Oh, sorry.